Hello, I'm Kyoko and today I'm trying random art tutorials on YouTube. This is the first one.
You need to try this coloring technique. First, base colors. Make a new folder and put all the layers inside. Create a new layer on top and turn on clipping. Set the layer to multiply. Choose any color you want. It depends on the atmosphere you want. Color the entire illustration and adjust the opacity. Create another layer, turn on clipping, and set the layer to add. Start painting the light. I like to put an orange-like color on the hair, some light on the nose and cheek. After that, make another layer, clip it, and set it to add. Now airbrush the light parts with a saturated orange. On a new layer set to add, fill the entire illustration with saturated orange. Erase some areas. Add some bounce light on the opposite side of where the light is coming from.
Okay, so I started with a picture that I drew really quickly of Scaramouche from Wanderer. Scaramouche. I don't know. So, I tried to paint the light in like they did, but instead I just kind of erased the light where I didn't want it to. That just seemed easier to me. And I picked a really orange color, but it looks very like bright right here, but it looks really cool later. Something I would change about this would probably be having more dark shadows, because if you have great light, you need great shadows. And I played around with that. I put some blue shadows in to change it up, but this tutorial was really nice and I will be using this for quite a while. 10 out of 10. This next one is hair tutorial. Okay, so I started out with putting base colors in. They look a little more saturated than the colors in the original picture. I tried to do less sketchier line art and more like closed in line art to do this, because filling in the colors takes a really long time when it's sketchy line art. So this one I could use the bucket tool and just go around and find which ones, or small bits that haven't been colored in. I don't know where my train of thought went. Anyway, then I'm adding bands of shadow. There's shadow everywhere. I think I don't know. I was following the tutorial, but I don't understand these bands of shadow unless they're under highlights, which I do put highlights on top, but I don't understand the bands of shadow. They don't make any sense. So skipping forward, I'm not doing darker shadows on the places with darker shadows. I didn't need to say that. So I'm going to skip ahead again on this one because this takes a while. Okay, we have all the shadows. So the band of shadow along the top, again, doesn't really make sense, but I wanted to keep with the tutorial. And if you notice in the tutorial, there's a more saturated color, and that often happens with light. There's a more saturated color around the end, closer to the light, so I added that. And then I added the highlights and smudged them. I think why I don't like mine as much, because the one in this tutorial is really pretty. I don't think I like mine as much because I feel like mine wasn't as clean as it needed to be. My sketchy style still stole through, so that's probably why. So this is the end picture with the skin and the eyes colored. Now, last tutorial.
The first thing to do is to draw your eye. Then, airbrush in a gray circle for the eyeball on a layer underneath the eyelashes. Now, I choose a base color that is mid-tone, but closer to desaturated. For the darker shade, move your wheel slightly clockwise and choose a darker, more saturated color. Now, we'll choose an even darker shade. For the highlight, move your wheel counterclockwise and pick a lighter and extremely saturated highlight color. Remember, not every color will require you to move the wheel clockwise. Certain colors, like red, look better when you choose colors counterclockwise. In this way, you will get a gorgeous purple color for the shade and a yellow tint for the highlights.
Wait. No! What? 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 It didn't even show me how to color the eyes. So I did still want to follow this tutorial. I followed how to pick the colors. And I pulled up a picture of one of Haneku's eyes. I think that's how you say their username, Haneku. So I pulled up one of their eyes and studied it. But I was like, why? That wasn't a tutorial. That was a tutorial on how to pick colors, not how to shade it, though. So I tried to copy it, but put my own spin on it in a way. Here's just line art. And I kept the rest of the picture in my sketchy style, and I really love these eyes, and I want to try more variations of these, so I definitely keep studying her eyes. They're very, very pretty. They're also sparkly, and I like the difference in, like, hard shadows and soft. Like, hard colors, hard highlights, and softer shadows or softer highlights. I think it's really pretty. And I add a overlay layer set to add. That's in other drawing apps, it's add glow, but no, in Procreate they've got to be different and just say add what. So, and then I color in the rest of the picture, and I love adding to the eyelashes like more colors. It makes them pop a lot more. And if you want a way to make the sclera look a little more like colorful, add a bluish shadow and then a more warm shadow, and I'll make it pop out more. Okay, these are the end 3 pictures. I like them all, and please subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!